Family, what it do? It's your girl Tamika, and I am back with another video. Shout out to the family S&T squad, Drip Set. I love y'all the long way. Thank you so much for coming back and tuning in. I just appreciate it. You dig? Look, if it's your first time here, I'm gonna need you to stop right now. Look, stop and smash the subscribe button. Smash it! I'm on the road to 100K. Can you just smash the button and quit messing with me? Like, for real, for real. Look, I had got mad DMs. People wanted me to react to this Crystal and Jazz situation. You know what I'm saying? So without further ado, we about to slide into the video. Let's get it. Now look, for people who don't know the backstory, because I've only reacted to Jazz and them a couple of times. You know what I'm saying? So people might not understand who the individuals that I'm speaking on is. So what I'm gonna do is give you guys a quick synopsis. Now, Crystal, she used to be in a relationship with Polo G. Her and him had a baby together. You know what I'm saying? At one point in time, their relationship was beautiful. You know what I'm saying? I thought they was gonna go the distance. You know what I'm saying? The whole green mile or whatever. But you know how it goes. Life happens sometimes. And when you get a young dude some money, you know what I mean? Some things that he do may not be appropriate, and vice versa. You know what I mean? Or whatever. It's not always the dude that be out there being foul. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes the woman can too. Not saying that's the case with either one of them. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. But for whatever reasons, they decided to call it quits. Now, you know Jazz, a.k.a. Perfect Last, or whatever, a.k.a. Little Perfect, or whatever, used to be in a relationship with Tay. I think a lot of us seen how that played out on social media. I actually reacted to a couple of the videos after they broke up, yada, yada, yada. Now, to make a long story short, Crystal and Jazz, they got together. You know what I mean? As soon as they got together, man, they started experiencing a lot of hate. Because sometimes when you come onto this platform as a YouTube couple, people just can't see you with nobody else. So when Jazz and Crystal first started dating, you know what I'm saying, Crystal would get a lot of hate because people just wanted to see Jazz with Tay. You know what I mean? That's sometimes the stigma that the YouTube couples bring. It's just an ongoing situation. People just want to ship who they first started shipping, and they don't understand that it's real life. And in real life, everything sometimes don't work out. Sometimes people is in your life for a moment, a season, and a lifetime. You know what I mean? And they just might have been a season thing. You know what I mean? You never know. But one thing I do know, if it's real, they always spin that block. And that's just that. On that, Jack. You know what I mean? For real, for real. But, yeah, Crystal and Jazz got together, and you know what I'm saying, they've been doing their thing or whatever. I gotta admit, they look very cute together too, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. But a lot of people feel like their relationship is also very toxic. I don't know how sometimes people can formulate, you know what I'm saying, these type of conclusions when these people only show 10 minutes, 10-minute clips a day. You know what I mean? Like, it's just no way to be able to, like, have a proper assumption over anything when you just get 10 minutes a day and it's 24 hours in a day. You know what I mean? Now, some things they do bring to social media. Some things that, you know, they could probably try to hide. But, man, social media is like the CIA, so the people gonna find out or whatever. Now, apparently, Jazz and Crystal, they had a little bump in the road or whatever, and they had called it quits. And you know what I'm saying, they doing the same thing that a lot of couples do when you trying to fill out what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And they had a little breakup or whatever. Now, a lot of people were so mad because, like, you know, they get mad because it's like, shawty, if you in a relationship and you know you kind of have a tendency of breaking up, making up, breaking up, making up, don't come to the internet every time you break up, because people just is not going to have empathy for you once it really, really happens, because it's occurred so many times. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of people got mad at Crystal because she pretty much announced the breakup, and then, you know, apparently they got back together. Now, in getting back together, you know what I'm saying, Crystal also posted that Jazz, you know what I mean, got a tattoo of her name on her arm, and boy, the internet lost it. You see what I'm saying? Like, they absolutely lost it. There was people in the comments going so crazy on this girl, and I was just really trying to understand why. Let's take a look at some of the posts and comments that people was putting up. Let's take a look. So when the Shade Room teams reposted her post, she came right in there and said, look, I don't want to hear nothing. Go cry to God about it or whatever. And everybody in the comments went ham. One person said, girl, fuck wanna be C ass. I don't know what she was trying to say, y'all. You use Polo lyric like, come on, you're corny. Another person said, that's what we telling you. Stop acting childish and shut the fuck up next time y'all break up. I admit we got to stop just announcing breakups when we might get back together. This other person said, girl, please. We know you doing her dirty just like Polo G. Carry on. You not even gay for real. I mean, like, golly. Somebody else came up in that mug and was like, you just know you wrong. And I don't understand what they feel like she's wrong about. Maybe because she broke up and then posted that, like, who knows? And then somebody said, babes, ain't nobody gonna see that baby ass tattoo. It is kind of small though. But you know, you don't gotta get nothing all big. And she said, girl, next time you go cry to God about it. Next time she need a break or whatever. So then somebody else said, we wouldn't know. We wouldn't have known if you had never tweeted about it. You put the negative comments on yourself. Nobody posted the pic but you. And you know what? That's real talk right there. You know what I mean? You can't deny that fact. Like sometimes, Shawty, you know you're gonna get backlash over certain things. And if you know it, just go ahead and just take the L for it and just take the backlash. Cause you know how this internet is. And then somebody was like, man, how Crystal doing too much in Jazz, the one with the tattoo? Now I have to agree with that too as well. Like ain't nobody yelling about Jazz, you know what I'm saying? And then they say, damn, she didn't love Tay. She didn't love Tay then. Let me mind my business. You know what I mean? And another person said that it was too soon. Just because she didn't get the tattoo with Tay don't mean that she didn't love her. But anyway, they said they just broke up last week ago and got back together crying emojis. And another girl said so, and I was kind of in agreement with her. Like, come on. I mean, would you get your partner name tatted on you and y'all keep breaking up? I mean, yeah, that's probably a red flag not to do it. You know what I'm saying? But couples do. They break up all the time. I think what we have to start doing as YouTubers is just stop announcing it to the world when it happened, especially if we know we might circle that block. In situations like this, all I can kind of say is that as transparent as you want to be, especially when you're a YouTuber and you fall in love with somebody, as transparent as you want to be sometimes, it just ain't the way. You know what I mean? Because people are going to dissect every little thing you do. And then when you're as public as Crystal and Jazz is, just bless your heart. You know what I'm saying? People are going to just take a certain story, spin it and everything. But all I can say is you guys got to stop putting so much faith in YouTube relationships. Because at the end of the day, it's a relationship and shit happens, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. Sometimes you can come into a relationship and your intentions is to spend the rest of your life with that person, you know what I mean? And as sweet as it sounds, it's just not really the reality of things, you know what I mean? Because as we grow in our own individual lives and in a relationship, sometimes we have a tendency to grow in different directions. And it's nobody's fault when that happened. Let's take a look at like a De'Ara and Ken. You know what I'm saying? There's no bad blood between them. They were just grown enough to be able to acknowledge the fact that something was missing. And instead of wasting time with one another, they rather go their separate ways, try to start building on their lives individually, you know what I'm saying, to see what happens. Now, if God is really, really saying like these two are supposed to be back together, then guess what? It's going to be. There's nothing you can do about it, you know what I'm saying? But it does require both parties wanting to feel that way. And when a person can just be honest with themselves and be like, you know what, I'm not happy. You know what I mean? I love you enough to where I don't want you to be unhappy. I don't want to do nothing wrong. You know what I'm saying? Let's just go our separate ways. Sometimes people don't understand the maturity in that. But on the outside looking in, people just see it as a breakup. And I think that's what people have a tendency to do, especially when it comes down to this YouTube platform. Now, a lot of people was more aggravated because Jazz had never got a tattoo with Tay. But see, you got to stop doing this, people. Because sometimes you could be in a relationship with somebody for 15 years, you know what I mean? And really thought you might have been happy in that relationship until you free yourself. You know what I mean? And you allow yourself to start meeting different people. And you might just realize that the love that you thought you was just like fixated on was not as authentic as it seemed. You know what I mean? And you might just find love in somebody who you met instantly. It happens like that all the time. So people got to stop putting time stamps on things, because like sometimes it don't work like that. You know what I mean? A person, sometimes they know when they know. You can meet somebody and you be like, you know what? I don't know what it is, but this is who I'm going to spend the rest of my life with. And you might feel that encounter like in the first month or the first week of meeting somebody. Sometimes you just know, you know, but stop putting time frames on stuff like people supposed to just be together for a year before they can get married. It don't work like that all the time. What worked for one person might work differently for somebody else. And y'all got to understand that it is billions of people in the world with different personalities, man. Everybody ain't going to feel the same about everything. You know what I mean? But people was so mad because they felt like it was too soon for Jazz to do that. But the way that I look at it is Jazz body. You know what I mean? If Jazz want to put crystal all over her body, that's her business, my nigga. It ain't nobody's skin but hers. Y'all go ahead and get yours. You know what I'm saying? If you want a tattoo or if you do not. But see, I just wish that people would really stop, like, you know, saying what another person should do with their life and their body and yada, yada, yada. Maybe something in Jazz's heart makes her feel like Crystal's the one. And ain't nobody gonna understand that but Jazz. You know what I'm saying? Now, quite frankly, I think they've been dating almost a year. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. That's what float they boat. That's what float they boat. You did. Like me and my wife, we are married, but we haven't got got names of each other. But we do got the time that we got married tattooed the same. You know what I'm saying? And that's just, I've done that stuff before when I was younger, and I just, you know, some people just don't care about illustrating their love like that. They might do something different. Maybe this is the way that Crystal want to do it, and maybe this is the way that Jazz want to do it. You know what I'm saying? But I want to know how y'all feel, because even at the end of the day, it is social media. Once they put that shit out there, it's out here for you and me. You know what I'm saying? To talk about. And I want to talk about it in the comments. Meet me in the comments. Do you think it was too soon, you know what I'm saying, for Jazz to get the tattoo? Do you think it was too soon? Do you think that she's rushing and jumping the gun? You know what I mean? I really, really want to know how you guys feel in the comments. Or do you feel like, hey, it's a tattoo? You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. If that's what she want to do, let her do it. I want to know, do y'all got a tattoo of y'all mates on you? Put it down in the comments. I want to know, who branded? Are you branded? Put it down in the comments. Look, I love y'all, family. I appreciate you guys for coming back and tuning in. Listen, flood my DMs with content that you guys want me to react to. I don't care what it is. You know what I'm saying? I love doing things outside of the box, so please enlighten me. I love y'all the long way. And until next video, I'm going to catch y'all, dog. Peace.